Richardson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
This picture, I think, was the thumbnail of that video.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Fields. Looking left side, that's called by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Play action, Fields. And it is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Bears now are 2-5 to start play. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now, this defense for the Lions very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
One play action, Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack. They'll make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now Goff on 1st down. Flush to his right. That is incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here's 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw.
I heard it from someone.
And this throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
What's up with what? Yeah, I've heard this.
The threat of a 2nd straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now it's gone. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
So that kind of changed the outcome of what really came out. They weren't looking for that. They wasn't looking for that.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
To raise up enough money to have the battery.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
But she died to have that. Let me ask you a question.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner was giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred me.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well are the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. He was out there waving his arms. And when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Goff on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone.
Y'all boys can't tackle.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Play action. It's Fields. That's going to be caught downfield by Mooney. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
And now at this point in the 1st half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a 1st down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Damn.
Lions pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson, his 2nd sack of the night. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
How they made us carry that casket was once we pulled up to the cemetery area, we had to carry. Remember, we had to carry it to that. It was a walk.
Pass protection is going to play the all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, here's Fields. Over to the right side and incomplete. And Charles going to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Maybe just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. You got to hold on.
And so how did you guys defuse it? Let's go all the way through. Well, some way, somehow.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third
The
down.
story I got from Chad was the dude came to Jay Prince to get permission to kill Chad, right? And Jay Prince was like, no, we got a lot of money on the line. This is my guy. And they gaffled him up. So they gaffled up and then
Fields now to throw.
Make the phone call and told, because he told.
He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Well, now what's this? They fake the spike. He'll try to fit it in more, but it's intercepted.
That was just a bad pass. You should have went.
The Lions are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
After the interception, here's Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is gone. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Now a 2nd and 10.
They gonna say who it is, but it's a real famous rapper and it's a real famous R&B chick. Okay, Pimp had a naked. He had a recording of them. I think he died with
Man complete over the middle. That's Gibbs.
That's high up
And
rap.
get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
You think that Kim Kardashian shit or something? Yeah, this was pulled out. Man, this shit was just, I put it up with you know, man, the biggest R&B chick in the game. And one of the biggest rappers, you know what I'm saying, they made the most money in the
A
game.
real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
They're still together now.
But they still together now.
Out of the gun. Gone. Incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
A couple of sources have said that the kid and the guy that was talking about the funeral of MC, he said himself, and speaking of the funeral, y'all remember that said MC's head was swollen. It was so swollen that it was almost unrecognizable. He said his lips looked like plastic. The casket was very heavy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Goff. Flushed out right. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
It's It's very deep, and it's a case
He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Bears.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
Power players get stuff like that, twist our tops and do all that kind of stuff. And it never got, the truth never actually get out there unless someone out record, involved in it, comes out and says it. But his depth is very deep. I think it's one of the most mysterious rap history to this day. We're still talking about it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw here is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
I could feel it when he was talking about this. He really, wants to know what happened. I'm pretty sure he does, but he gave off those vibes. This is real.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Still questions. It's not figured out. Gone. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, how you blow the coverage like that?
Detroit. A big play there. 63 yards. And the Lions have retaken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Here we go. Hey, Ken. Sit high.
Now Fields. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Easy. All right.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Easy.
A final shot before the break. Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. To throw is Fields. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Here's Fields. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Fields changing the play. On play action, they'll throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there for Detroit. 55 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 for 66.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Rolling to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where he's sitting right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this will stay a 4-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
My, if maybe that ball is 2 yards shorter, it's going to give them the lead because he had a receiver running free there. That's a tough one to miss on.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's gone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Goff. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they will score a pick 6 for Bears touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over.
Touchdown, Detroit! Gabriel Davis, 75 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game.
It's like...
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Fields. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Off play action, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Fields now to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is.
Illegal touching.
Okay, so he stepped foot out of bounds. Charles came back in first to touch it, and they got him for illegal touching.
Yeah, and you know, it doesn't matter either, Brandon. Catch it, don't catch it. If you're the first to touch it, that's going to draw a flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw, Fields. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. And now it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams group, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23.
17. 17.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite.
And he's going to be
block.
Sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the 50, here's Fields. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one, because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action. It's Fields. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Nigga hung up so much on the line, nigga can't even move. Bro, like, make this make logical sense, bro. Nigga hung up on the line, nigga can't even move an inch.
Thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Out of the gun, Fields. And they're into the end zone, but it's not. There is a flag down. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Now Fields. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Here's 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Here we go. Good.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And just put it down there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
Bro.
Here we go. Hey, Ted. Right.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Look at the dumb shit this game, dude.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Right.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Lions now are going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Right.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have the Bears first. And that should be the capper.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Value 3. Yes, sir.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Johnson, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. Oh, look at the juke. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Here we go.
Well, somebody lit a fire